Welcome back here with Morning Ireland at 10 to 9. US President Donald Trump's tweets are headline news again. This time it's a video of him appearing to body slam a man to the ground. The man is wearing a mocked up CNN logo in place of his head. The video carries the hashtag fraud news. President Trump has been condemned for inciting violence against journalists, something that the White House denies. Brian Normoyle is political commentator with the Huffington Post. So was the reaction to this latest tweet dying down?
I don't know that it's fading. I just don't know that it'll have much effect. This is the chosen form of communication between Donald Trump and the American people. The White House has said relatively recently that these are official White House statements. There's been a lot of call from politicians and commentators in the United States to kind of ignore these things, that they are distractions. But the truth is, if they are official White House statements, there is no reason or any way to ignore them.
What are your own thoughts on the specific tweet?
Like so many things that Donald Trump has said since before his election, but also certainly since he took office, it's beneath the dignity of the office of the presidency of the United States. And, this is ostensibly the most powerful position in the world. And there are a lot of really pressing matters, both domestically and internationally, to attend to that don't involve retweeting videos that ostensibly condone violence against a free media.
And do you really believe that? Because some people might say that that's perhaps an over-the-top response to this video.
It's an over-the-top tweet. It's an awfully dramatic and very thinly veiled attempt at making the press the enemy. And here's the thing, that no United States president in history has ever called a free and fair media the enemy of the people. Dictators have done it, but no U.S. president has done it. And I believe he said also at a rally yesterday that the media does not have your agenda in mind or at heart to his followers.
But he has done it so often now. He's become so obsessed with it. Has it in many ways lost its power?
I think it's lost its power, or it never had power to begin with probably a majority of the American people. But there is still a solid core of supporters of his in the United States. It's anywhere from 25 to 30% of the American people are solidly behind him no matter what he says. But regardless of whether or not it's lost its power and its sway with the majority of the American people, and I think his disapproval rating as of yesterday was 57%. That's pretty significant and rather historical for this point in his presidency, or in anyone's presidency. I don't have any interest in normalizing this kind of behavior, which is not normal by any stretch of the imagination, by not continuing to speak out about it. It's almost as if it's getting worse and worse, as opposed to just more of the same. He spent 2-3 days this week attacking cable news show hosts and attacking one of whom was female for her physical appearance and her alleged intellect. I mean, this is well beneath the dignity of the office of the presidency of the United States. The world looks to the United States for leadership, and the world first and foremost looks to the president of the United States, who is not just the head of government, but the head of state in our country, to be an example for what they can expect from our nation in terms of leadership with major world problems. To be frank with you, I'm just beside myself about it.
That's Brian Normoyle, political commentator with the Huffington Post.